Well, hello everyone, and I have lost Mark. It would be too much to ask if we actually went through a good day without having anything. So let me find him here. Hey, Mark.
Hey Dave, how you doing?
Well, I'm good. I'm glad I got you back.
Yes, indeed. You lost me there for a minute. I wonder where you went.
It wasn't me that was lost; it was you.
I've been sitting right here.
Yeah, I had to get my headphones on and get me something to drink, get my glasses off so I can see, and then I'm gonna have to put them back on so I can see. But anyway, several on with us. I want to say hello to Linda McElrath, my good friend Linda, and she says rain's a coming, and it is, isn't it?
It is. And as a matter of fact, we are starting at 3 o'clock in the morning. We are under a flood watch for about 24 hours. And
Yeah.
that's just because of uh, around 2 inches of rain expected out of this system. And in some areas, even 3 to 4 inches if they get the heavier storms across.
Yeah, I wanted to show everybody, see if I can make this work. And Shane was trying to tell me how to do this, so I may screw it all up. But uh, let me see if I can make this thing here work. Wow. Okay, so this is a sample of what we've got coming at some point after we get all the bugs worked out. You'll hear the little alert, and you'll see the thing come up. Then eventually, we'll see the crawl down here at the bottom of the. Let's see here, down here at the bottom of the screen. You see the counties
Hmm.
in there now, and that's listing the counties that are under the flood watch. We are under flood watch, as you said. It starts what 3 o'clock in the morning.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, if I remember correctly. Let me
Yeah.
double check it. But
So it's going to get wild and crazy, folks. We're going to be under some rainfall for a change. Amanda Patty says technical difficulties is just part of y'all's charm.
well,
Hey,
we must have a lot of charm then.
I love you, Amanda. Hey, Harley. Harley's on with us. Harley,
Hello there. Hey
Harley,
Harley, how you doing?
and let's see here. Who else is on with? Debbie Soxy is on. Dave, our good friend Dave, he's saying hello to Shelly. And what Shelly Workman,
Yeah.
she says, seems they to that, huh, or something. I don't know. I can't understand what she said. She's not
Yeah.
writing good. Chelsea Reese says, we miss you, friend. I don't know who she's talking about.
Yeah.
But
Well, one of us anyway.
anyway, I'm right here. Amanda Patty says
And
Muhlenberg canceled Thursday and Friday due to illness. Ah, okay. Well, that's a
there's
good
been a
reason.
bad bug running around, that's
Oh gosh, tell
been
me about
causing
it.
problems.
Yeah, I've had it, and I'm glad I'm finally over it, and I'm really starting to feel my oats a little bit. I'm fixing to start doing some running and well, I'll start tomorrow. We're not gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Allegra Pace. Hey, she says hello, David Mark. Just got home from a beautiful walk. Thank you for this nice weather, and I wish I could tell you it's going to continue, but it's not. It's going to be
Yeah. I wish I could take credit for it too, but
yeah.
that's not us.
No, it's
As I say, we're in sales, not production.
that's right. But anyway, let's see here. Who else? Chris Mitchum's on. Connie Chancellor. Um, Mary Vorvis says, well, hello, David Mark and everyone. And Darlene Manning, she says, hello, David Mark.
Yeah.
How you doing, Darlene? And Shelley?
Miss Mark Quizwonos up there. He said hi too.
Oh, okay. I missed him. Oh, yeah. I see him. Okay. I tell you, I've got two monitors here. I can monitor the chat. I've got a big one up top where I can see, well, looks like I can see everybody, even if they're on the YouTube channel. It's on Weather and Wisdom YouTube.
Hmm.
G. Antonuccio Easter. That's a. She says, I think that's her. I can't really tell by the picture. It says, love this warm weather. How you doing? I'm glad you're on with us. She's coming to us over on the Facebook Weather and Wisdom page.
Hmm.
And she says, as long as there's no snow. And uh, okay, Mark, the big question.
Yes.
Everybody says, hey, is winter over?
Not by a long shot.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Because
And
go ahead.
just as a little bit of a matter of trivia, we are approaching the day when that dreaded rodent makes his appearance
Yeah.
and tells everybody what he thinks about it. And right now, for February 2nd, our forecast here is to be sunny and in the 60s. So he'll definitely probably see his shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah. Sure does. And, you know, the weird thing is last year is pretty well right on. And I hope it's not that way this year, but I'm afraid so, because the thing that's taking place, and you know, we've got this mild weather kind of right now. It's not warm, but it's at least mild.
Mm-hmm.
This is what would normally be called the January thaw, but it's actually later this year. And in effect, what it's doing is allowing the Arctic to reload. We've been really cold, so it used up a lot of the air, bringing that cold weather to us, and it drained that air into us. Now it is at the point that it's starting to reload again, and we'll see how that plays out. I do know that, there we go, I'm just trying to get my radar up. We got some rain off to our west and southwest. This will be moving in here a little later on this evening. Let me see how it looks like as far as the timeline goes. It's going to be a few hours before it gets here. Probably about 3 a.m., about the time the watch goes into effect. But you can already see the makings of the rain, and there'll be some embedded showers and storms and all of that sort.
Right. A few rumbles of thunder with it, so don't be surprised if you hear that. But it's not looking for anything severe except just the heavy rain.
Right. I do want to mention that pretty much all of western Kentucky, parts of northwestern Tennessee, all are under this this flood watch.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it extends all the way from northeast Texas, across a corner of Oklahoma, across Arkansas, across Missouri.
All right, Mark, hold up. I don't know why he keeps jumping away from here. Okay, I'm going to have to send him a link. Well, hold on. I'll figure it out here in a minute. Mark, you may have to step up here if you can hear me. All right. Is that where to go?
No. Is it ready to?
Yeah. All right, it should be there.
Okay, then you can go back to the.
Okay, so hang in with us. Just say I don't know what's going on. It's part of this new system that we're trying to change over to, and it's giving the technicians fits. But I tell you what, from what I'm seeing, Chris Bishop says, "Did Mark leave for pie again?" That's pretty funny. So as soon as he gets in there and accepts this, hopefully I can bring him back up. And let's see here. Didn't take.
You didn't send me the right link.
All right, I'll try to generate another link and copy. And then
all the way down, right there.
Paste.
Okay, and that should do it. Send.
All right, going back down get on your side of the lane, man.
Keep your fingers off the buttons, old man.
Oh, I hear you. Okay. So, yeah, but I apologize, guys. We're going to have this up and going here and just saying fill you in on all the weather, but this is one of those things we had to get taken care of. Trust me, this is going to be nice once it comes to pass. Let's see here. There he is. Hey, Mark.
Hey, you got me back.
Yes, I do. So anyway, okay, we were talking about the flooding and the potential. Okay, let's talk about that. By the way, Chris Meacham said you left for pie again. And then Mary Wolver says, you're floating in the clouds. And then Dave says, oops, cell pick tick or something like that. But anyway. Oh, cell picking up the TV. Okay. Shelley Workman says, yeah. Okay. I love you guys. I know y'all love us, so I can't help it. I'm sorry, but that's the difference in this program that we're working on. Once they get it done, it's going to be nice because once we're talking to you, sometimes those watches and warnings will come out. And this way you'll hear the ding that shows it's out there, and it'll come up on the screen and announce it and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, it'll be good once we get it done. So this is the makings of it. What you see on here right now is it says we're under a flood watch. It lists some of the counties. By the way, they'll start scrolling at some point whenever we get this worked out, then you'll see the counties come across the bottom of the screen. So, it's just, this is a switch over, and it's also an experiment into something much, much bigger that will absolutely knock your socks off. You guys are going to be so happy with us. You're going to say, boy, I'm glad I hung in there with Dave Powell and Mark Booker, because it is going to be so nice. Amanda Canup says, hi, David. And then she comes down and says, and Mark. Everybody's welcoming you back, so I'm glad we got that worked out. Now, Mark, go ahead and let's talk a little bit about what's coming in. We got the flood watch, and what kind of rainfall are we expecting?
Right. It's going to be a pretty good amount of rain, mostly in the overnight hours of Thursday night. And it's going to be looking at probably in our area here, maybe around 2 inches, maybe more, mostly in eastern Missouri there, and southern Illinois, and right along the Ohio River. They're looking at amounts over 2 inches and as much as 3 to 4, depending on how the storms roll as they come in.
Right. Rita Taylor says, hi, David Mark from the Crossroads in Hopkins County. Welcome aboard, Rita. I'm glad to see you on with us. And we are simulcasting over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. And my regular page, I've been absent on there for several days, but it's because I've been involved in some of this other stuff here and getting a lot of new technology going. I'll post again tomorrow, so you guys will get an update from me on that page at that time, if you happen to be watching this right now. So anyway, let's see here. What's next? Well, let's take a quick look at some of these cameras around. I want to look over at our friends at Irwin, Tennessee, real fast. And here at Pinnacle Towers, 42 degrees up there. Yep. Very nice night. You can see the stars out, and there's city lights down here, and the interstate's moving along pretty fast down there. As you can see the cars. All these are live. Headphones making my ear itch.
Shelley, he wasn't excluding you.
Oh, I wouldn't exclude you, Shelley. I'm glad to see you. Dave says, LOL, Shelley. Okay. But anyway, Chris says, what about them cats? Well, since I've got some good Tennessee folks on here, I'm not gonna jump up and down, whoop for joy or anything. Woohoo! I'm glad they won. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, it was nice to watch that game. But anyway, it is a beautiful evening out there in Irwin, Tennessee. But we are starting to get some clouds. And let's take a quick look back at Martin, Tennessee, which is just to our southwest. And you can see a beautiful sunset. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but those clouds are rolling in.
They are. It looks like it's dark outside here. But I guess it's a matter of the cameras here are fairly sensitive to light. And but boy, what a beautiful evening. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And 53 degrees. And let's go on down here towards, let's try Memphis. And yeah, you can see clouds really coming in there. Boy, Memphis is lit up pretty good. Beautiful evening though overall, 59 degrees. So, when you get these temperatures, boy, it makes you kind of want to.
It's definitely kicking in the spring fever for everybody.
Yes, it's starting to. I want to take a quick look. Let's look at Dragon Nation up here real quick, just north of Kansas City. They still got some. They still got some snow. That shows you how hard it is to get rid of Arctic snow. That came in with the last Arctic blast back weeks ago, and that snow is still hanging around there. Yep. But it's 51 degrees, so I don't imagine it'll last too much longer. I want to go up to Spirit Lake real quick where they do the ice fishing.
Yeah.
And looks
took the ice sheds off.
Yeah, they did. They got them out of there because 47 degrees, that ice would be getting a little bit too thin for me.
It was in the 20s up there overnight, though, or probably even in the teens.
Yeah, it probably didn't thaw out too much. And this is Nebraska, Scranton, Nebraska, I think. But that's a beautiful shot. just a nice evening overall, 50 degrees. And actually, I know where Linda McElrath wanted me to go, and here we go,
Hmm.
Linda, Mount Shasta, and boy, 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 isn't that gorgeous? Uh, let's see. Chris Beam says at 6:45 tonight, supposed to see the
See the satellite.
flying overhead in the northwest sky. Well, there's a lot of satellites up there, Chris. I don't know. Maybe she's
Do they
talking
have a
about.
Starlink launch? Maybe you'll see the whole line of
I don't
Starlinks
know.
as they deploy.
I don't know. Shelly Workman says we got 9 likes. Dave says, hey, like and subscribe, everybody. Good grief. We do need the subscriptions because that's why we're trying to upgrade our technology to some stuff that's going to make you guys just go, wow, I can't believe that. So be sure and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, it will mean a lot. It does help us a lot. And I tell you, it is absolutely critical. And YouTube is very careful about who they what they do is they ask you for your email address, and that's just to make sure you're a real person, that we're not trying to inflate the figures or anything. So that's how they watch over us and everything. Let's see here. Shelley Workman says, are over 5.28 viewers not? I'm not sure what she's talking about there.
We're over 5,000.
We were 5,900 and something, I think. I don't remember. We're close to 6,000.
No, we're 5,800 and some.
Okay, so we're a little less than
5,828 last time I looked.
Oh, okay. So we're getting close to that 6,000 mark, which will be a big woohoo going out if we ever get that. But anyway,
That's right.
yeah. So let's talk a little bit about let's pull out a little bit. Let's take a look at the overall state of the country down here in the Gulf of America. It's hard to get used to calling it that, but that seems to be what's going to be the original, what's going to become the actual name of it. So I'm willing for it. It doesn't sound bad to me,
Just have to catch myself and remind myself, because that's what I've called it the Gulf of Mexico all my life.
Yeah, me too. But it does look like that's going to be the official name, and rightfully so. We've got more coastline than Mexico does on it. Okay. Mark, let's go and check out the models. Let me make sure I've got everything set up here. And we will go into, let's look at the GFS, I guess, first of all. And this is today at 6 o'clock. So, and here we go. And there's the rain, in fact, that we're seeing. And here comes the heavier rain as we go overnight. This is by 6 a.m. tomorrow. And you can see it's really pumping up noon into the evening hours tomorrow. And yeah, I can see why they've got the flood watch, because that's
that's a lot of pretty good heavy rain.
It is. But look at this up here. Look at this, how this is being dammed up. This is the Arctic air. And really cold air back up in here towards Hudson Bay. And so, yeah, we're going to watch this and see how that's going to affect us in the future. Shelley Workman says, my back says it's going to rain. Need some of Katie's salve. You sure do, because she will flat out, it'll fix you up. Okay, Shelley says you're over 5,900 subscribers. Thank you, Shelley.
I just looked at the numbers, and it doesn't say that, but maybe
maybe
they haven't posted it to me yet.
We'll trust her. Connie Katzler says, yes, Gulf of America. And but yeah, Katie has some good salve. In fact, let me get through this model, and we'll talk about her salve a little bit, because, oh, good grief, I always do this. I don't know why I have to do that.
Wrong lever, Kronk.
I know. At least I didn't. It doesn't say don't push this button. Okay, so anyway, here we go. We're going through the models, and this is on the 31st. And then here we go into the 1st of February. Still got warm air pretty much in. I'm going to say it's warm, but it's not really that
warmish.
Warm. It's warmish, yeah. And warmer than what we had. So then we go on, and we're going towards Groundhog Day. There's February 2nd, 6 a.m. And here's at noon. Yeah, sure looks like a clear sky to me.
Yeah.
That means if it sees its shadow, 6 more weeks of winter, according to legend. And so But
That's Sunday, and our forecast for then is for a high of 65 and mostly sunny.
ooh wee. Well, 65 is pretty warm. Uh,
Yeah, he's not going to run back in because he sees his shadow. He's going to run back in because he's wearing a fur coat.
and it's hot.
It's hot.
So anyway, this is Groundhog Day at noon, and then let's move forward. Uh, Gosh, look how tight these isobars here are. That's
Yep.
a rapid temperature drop. So there's some really cold air trying to push in. You've got
Yeah.
this little cutoff low here, and it's wanting to do something, but it just doesn't know what. But the winds are going to really be roaring down through here too. You know, when you've got isobars that close together, and wow, you know, just look at this. Would you look at that? So
Another big rainmaker there
yeah,
coming in.
that's February 4th. We got rain coming in. Doesn't look as heavy as that as the one we're going to get tomorrow. And then as we're still watching this out to the west, that right there
Yeah.
acts like it wants to do something, but we're going to keep watching it.
You can't
And
really see it that well right here, but there's a series of low pressure systems that come slamming into the coast and then start working their way down the coast. The old atmospheric river into the LA area is kicking in. So those kind of make their way across the mountains and then pop out into the plains as a low pressure center that starts a storm to move in our direction.
uh, I'm looking here at February 5th at 6 o'clock in the evening. Got some heavy rain kind of over us there, and the ice doesn't look too far to the north. It's far enough, and I hope it stays there. But that
Right.
right there is, well, it's trying to get a little cold area. It gets close, still doesn't quite push through yet, and then it kind of warms back up. It really just kind of flirts with the cold air. And if you look back to the west, this is beginning to look a little rough. How these isobars getting closer together as it moves in towards us.
Hmm.
I would be watching for a major storm system somewhere up in this area as that colder air pushes on in. Let's see if that shows up in the models. Oh, there we go.
It's a nasty one too.
Yeah, that looks nasty. This is February 9th. That would be a severe outbreak because you got the warm air here, you got the very cold air here. That spells trouble, folks. So let's hope it doesn't get as bad as it looks right now. Melinda Howard's asking, hey, gentlemen, is winter over? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
If you look back here, here's the 540 line already dipping down into Texas. That's cold air. This whole area here is cold. And I know the 6 to 10 day outlook and even the 8 to 14 day outlook is trying to show above normal temperatures. But I'll be honest with you, Mark, the models don't agree with that.
No, not right there. And we know that cold air is returning, and we were expecting it sometime mid-month or a little later to come back in. But definitely, and it's probably not going to be our last shot at a little snow,
No,
too, right
no.
there on the backside.
Yeah, this is on the 9th at noon, and you see the cold has come in. We got a little bit of, I guess that's sleet and snow mix.
Sleet, yep, on the back.
So at least doesn't appear to be ice at this time, but we'll see how heavy that ends up being. It's still snowing. So there's about 12, that's about 16 hours of snowfall if that's accurate and that holds true. So we'll see.
With the sleet involved, I've already looked at the College of DuPage for the totals. They're not looking for a snowfall total, but less than an inch.
Well, sleet is a snow killer. It does. Yep. It is a snow killer. When you get sleet, you're reducing the amount of snowfall you're going to get. So just always.
But if you get sleet and snow, it makes a big mess as far as travel.
That's true. That's true. But it's not nearly as bad as ice. So there we go. Linda Goodwin says, she's laughing at me. Melinda Howard says, hello, gentlemen. Okay, we didn't talk about it. Hey, there is Jessica, Mermaid Cakes 88. And she says, hey there, Thunder Buddies. I'm not ready for severe weather. I've been having dreams about snow, though. She's laughing. I do have your shirt.
You always have dreams about snow.
Yeah, we got a shirt here for us. She is the one who came up with the phrase Thunder Buddies. So we got her a shirt for that. And Linda Howard says that would be next weekend then. That was right, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, the 6th is around, is next Friday. And then, the 7th is next Friday. And then Saturday the 8th. So, and we're looking beyond next weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get me a calendar up here. I see it up here on on our screen right here. It tells me the current date, but that doesn't help me much on looking ahead. But anyway, so this is February 10th. Let's see. Oh, we got some more stuff in there coming in February 10th, looks like. It kind of slows down and meanders a little bit there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't want to push on through. So we'll have to wait and see if that happens. With that much cold air pushing, I'd think it would move a little faster.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But even that, the cold air doesn't want to dive real deep, not as deep as it was, but I'm not sure I trust these models this far out. This is a good little ways out. This is all the
Yeah,
way
it is.
out to February 12th. So, yeah, I'm not real confident in that. I'm looking ahead to see what else we got. Here's Valentine's Day, and it looks like a nice day if I've got this looking at it right. And a little warmer temperatures. That'd be what, about 60s? Looks like.
Could be.
So, anyway,
Definitely the case. We're getting to the point where we're going to edge up into the 60s during the warm spells part of this.
a little more often.
Yep.
Let's look over at the model you were talking about. This is let's go to precip type, and let's see here what we're going to deal with here. This is January 30th. There's the rainfall coming in, and then this should tell us about snow. There's more rain coming in. That'd be the 4th, just like we saw on the other model.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of ice and sleet there. This will be on the 5th. As that rain comes in, it gets down to the Ohio River there.
Right.
And kind of holds there. Well, that's a little bit concerning. This is on the 6th. It got it close to us. It's up in the northern parts of Christian County, in Todd County, and Muhlenberg and all that. But it's so far
Just
out.
doesn't. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to amount to much either because it disappears.
Yeah, and it doesn't look right either. Something there just doesn't look right. So let's move on forward. There's the 8th of February, and here's another big rainmaker. This is on the 9th. We're going to continue on through. And now we're looking at a little bit hints of snow back here. And look at that.
Yeah.
That's on the 11th. That's a pretty good band of snow right there.
And that's not even the main storm. That's kind of along the warm front.
Yep. So let's move it on. And let's see, this dotted line mark, is that the 540 on this? What is that?
I can't see that on my monitor, Dave. You'll have to look at it.
That's right. Okay, well. Yeah, we get some more sleet in here on this will be the 12th. It goes up along the Ohio River and drops down into us.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild stuff. And again, there's another system coming in. It shows one coming in on the 14th on Valentine's Day. And I don't think we showed that on the other model. But anyway, that looks interesting. Just rainfall, though, at that point. And we're going to keep moving. Yeah, that's all right. We're going back over to the 30th. So, yeah, I'm not real hot on any of this. Looking out too far, it just doesn't seem to fit right. But we'll see. Let's see here. Jackie Mass says, hello, everyone. What did I miss? Well, we'll go over it again here in just a minute, Jackie. Mermaid Cake says, snow's my favorite, but I'll be honest, I'm loving this slightly warmer and sunny weather. Yeah, I think it's pretty hard to beat that right now. We've been through some really cold air. Donna Lord says, this warm air feels nice, but it's crazy with this still being winter. Well, don't count winter out yet. I've seen it snow all the way into April before. So, yeah, we don't count it out by a long shot anytime soon. Judy Walton Newton over on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page says, I just want to see some beautiful spring. Oh, that does sound nice. It does right now sound really nice. David Braswell Mitchell says, today was just about perfect. And Dave says you can keep that snow. I bet Dave's still got snow on the ground up there somewhere.
He probably does. It's not far from it anyway.
Yeah. So let's see here. We're looking at the satellite. This is a last 30-minute or so satellite shot You can see the rain coming in. Now this is going to build more than what it is right now. You're seeing it, but it's just still developing. It's going to still draw up moisture out of the Gulf. You can kind of see the southwesterly flow moving north towards it. And let's just go here and let's take a look at the wind speeds out here in the Pacific. Well, this looks like the Aleutian Low right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big storm right there headed this way.
Yeah.
It's headed into the northwest. There's another one right here.
Yeah, that second one, you'll see that storm slam into the coast, the first one. The second one's going to hit right down in the California area
Yep.
and set up one of the famed atmospheric rivers for a couple of days of rain out in the LA area, which helps with their fire danger. But the problem they're facing now is mudslides.
Right. Well, we got
Because
two
they
more.
lost all their foliage.
Yeah, we got two more storms. One right here, and there's another one over here. Let's see, near the Sea of Okhotsk. I guess that's a
Irkutsk.
yeah, it's north of Japan, and all of these are moving this general direction. They will eventually get here, and they will be helped in part by this Aleutian Low as it meanders back and forth, and it has actually been here for a pretty good while. And you can see the flow around. Wow, it's really circulating around here. But you'll see that it does affect our weather at some point. Now, we'll go further north, and let's look and see if we still have the cross-polar flow. And, in fact, we do. As you can see, this is coming up from the other side of the globe, and which is not that far if you're looking at the period of space. But what that's doing, if I can go to the temperatures, now here is where we're seeing Alaska getting much colder, and this is what I was talking about. This is where the Arctic is starting to reload. It's 40 below zero here up in the Northwest Territories, and over here this is the area of the other polar vortex. It's setting right here, spinning around, loading up, and getting ready. The colder it gets, the heavier this air gets. Eventually it's going to move south, and yeah, you can see all the way out through here that cross-polar flow is bringing in that cold, cold Arctic air. We're going to start seeing a lot of that coming in. It's 58 degrees below zero back here. Well, there's 62 below zero in Greenland. Yeah, I tell you, that would be a vacation spot to go to, wouldn't it?
Yes, indeed.
But anyway, so hope you guys are understanding kind of what we're saying. This is where all the cold air is, and boy, it's really built up. So as long as you've got this kind of cold air, I don't see winter being anywhere close to being over. Let's go over here in Siberia and see how cold it is. It's 52 below zero there, 57. Good grief, it's cold. But as I said, you saw that cross-polar flow coming into here. That's why it's bringing all this cold air in, and it will continue to do that, it looks like. So as this continues to get colder and colder, it is going to come south at some point. But the big question is when. But when it does, you'll know it, trust me. So anyway, let's go ahead and go back to our radar and take a look at how things are around the country. And Mark, for those who are just joining us, you might want to give a quick recap.
All right, we're going to have an area of rain and thunderstorms. None of them going to be severe, so not looking for any thunderstorm winds, Hotel Mario, but we could get some gusty winds up in the 20-25 mile per hour range with this storm and with the days afterward. But we do have a flood watch, an area flood watch in effect from 3 a.m. in the morning until 3 a.m. the following morning. And that's just because we're expecting around 2 inches for most everybody, and up to 3 to 4 inches in the people who get the heavier rainstorms as they move through the area. Other than that, we're going to be warmer. We're going to be temperatures up into the 60s on Friday, maybe only in the 50s on Saturday. We do have a little bit of cool air coming in behind it, but not cold air. And then back into the 60s on Sunday and Monday. And as we head through next week, again, we're going to be riding this roller coaster in the 50s and 60s for several days before we look at any kind of cool air coming in again.
That's right. So Again, I do want to remind everyone to please be sure and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is give them your email address if you're a first-time subscriber to anybody on YouTube. If you're already a subscriber to another channel on YouTube, it won't ask you anything. You can just hit subscribe, and we'll all live happily ever after. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and abbreviate this a little bit. We're going to be back on tomorrow.
Okay.
And
hey, Dave.
Go ahead.
We still have sponsors to talk about.
Well, Linda McElrath didn't say anything about it. I do. Oh, we were going to talk about the salve that Katie has at HempWorks. I do want to, just take a look at this. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky HempWorks Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky HempWorks salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I'm sorry, Katie, I didn't mean to cut you off so quick. I do want to remind you that one of our other sponsors, Michael Vance Contracting Roofing at 270-707-ROOF. And if you have any issue with your roof, you need to call Michael before this. Linda McElrath says, "Look, David." Oh, my goodness. But we're going to be talking pretty soon as the weather gets warmer. The other business Mike has is Lakeside Campground Marina. And there's the website. You need to go visit because it is a beautiful place. I've been there myself. I love it. And you can get that, see it at visit lakesidecampground.com. But I do want to tell you something else. I'm a little concerned about the severe weather threats coming. So if you have a place to get into shelter, that's good. If you do not, then pay close attention to this. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. Anytime my aches come on here, what's wrong with my fingers? I got it now. I tell you, sometimes I get so quick on the draw. I'm so
not
surprised.
That button, Dave.
What button? Oh well. Anyway, visit our website at our online store at dpww.shop. You will find some new stuff, and you'll also get a link, I think, into shopweatherandwisdom.com. And that has our apparel and all kinds of neat stuff on there. We're going to have more designs added to that soon. This is a part of the general overall rebuild of our site and system here. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the new stuff we're gonna bring on board. I can't wait. It's gonna be something that I bet you'll turn your TVs on all the time just to watch our channel. I can tell you. But anyway,
yep.
Linda Goodwin says it will be okay. Linda McElrath says, "Okay, you need to go eat." She's right.
She is right.
I'm about to starve. But I was going to say we're going to be back on Thursday. Which is that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
We'll give you an update on the weather and keep you. It looks like they've issued a flash flood watch. I don't know. I'll have to look back at it and see, but looks like they just issued a flash flood watch, and that is an example of what you guys will see with our new technology coming on board. You'll see more watches and things that'll come up and notify you. And I hope that you guys will be even better informed than you already are. But this is all being done to try to keep you guys in the loop and to make sure that you don't get caught unawares with the weather. Natasha Joe is going to be back with us tomorrow. She's going to be on. And Linda, she's going to help me remember to do these commercials. I swear, sometimes I just don't think about it. I get involved in the weather and it gets out of my mind. But that's what her main job is to handle the promotions and the commercials and things. So she'll be back on with us tomorrow with any luck, and probably even, I don't know, I think Friday too. And we'll see. She'll try to be on with us at least once a week, and depending on how things go, she may even join us even more. So we'll see. Dave says it's great seeing everyone. He's cooking chicken and vegetables in a fry pan. Ugh. Chris Meacham says, chicken and rice. Oh gosh. What is it with everybody in chicken? I'm getting tired. I don't know. I've gotten to where I've eaten so much chicken, I'm just almost burnt out on it. So I've been living off of venison and things of that sort. So anyway. All right, everybody. So Mark, you got any final words you want to say to everybody?
Everybody, have a good evening and have a good rest of the week. Be careful. Watch out for standing water on the roadways, or watch out for flooding if you live in those flood-prone areas. Otherwise, be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. And Susan Ferrier, she's laughing at us anyway. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you sometime tomorrow.
Bye.